has approached. Speak the command word or suffer the wrath of Death's Hand, loyal servant of the Emperor over us all. Zhao Huang, you may pass. Who dare? Zhao Huang, you may pass.
There is much suffering in this quarry. So many lives lost.
Strangler Jesus smells something fresh. Strangler Jesus is king in this place. Alive? King of the prisoners alive. Dead? King of the prisoners dead. Water come. People leave Strangler Jesus and other prisoners to die. Water come faster. We scramble, run, claw each other. Then water everywhere. But we not die. Strangler Jesus has too much hate to die. Strangler Jesus is king in this place. King of the prisoners. King of the dead. Dead serve Jesus. And now, you join Strangler Jesus' subjects.
Leaping Tiger! Leaping Tiger!
Who's that? I can't see you. Is somebody there? What do you want? I think I am Turnkey Shiji. Is that right? Yes, I am Turnkey Shiji. I guard the prisoners. Happened? I don't remember. This is the quarry where the prisoners are chained up. I'm Turnkey Shiji. I guard them. I remember the water rising. Everyone ran, but I came back for the prisoners. I had the only key. They are bad men, but no one deserves to die like that. I went to free them. I freed Strangler Jesus first, and then he put his hands around my throat. I couldn't breathe, and he killed me. Jesus was insane. He loved death. He hungered for it. He fed on it. Even his own, I guess. I wasn't thinking. I shouldn't have freed him first. Maybe not at all. My spirit was bound to this place, trapped by the man who killed me. Strangler Jisu's hate kept me chained in death, just like I kept him chained in life. But you destroyed Jisu. His hold on me is broken. My spirit is free. I only hope that I can find some release in that freedom. I had hoped that I would have somewhere to go, but I feel no pull to the underworld. Hopefully I can find my own way, somehow. Thank you for this release, Great One. It is enough for now that I can fade for a time.
I'm a ghost, but I'm a little girl too. I'm trapped here. I can't leave, and I can't die. It's cold in here and wet, and I'm scared. I don't like it here. Please help me. I've been trapped here for so long. The outside is so close. I can see it, but this puddle is blocking my way. I don't see any way around it. If I could just get outside, I'd finally be free. But I can't walk through the puddle. I can't. Don't you know how I died? I drowned when the flood came. It was cold and dark, and now I can't touch the water. I just can't. Please help me. Please. I think I know how you can help me. Look at the ceiling. It looks like there was a cave-in long ago, and somebody put these poles here to hold it. All you have to do is break these poles, and this ceiling will collapse. A whole bunch of rocks will fall into the water, and I can skip across them and leave this place. No, it should be safe, and I have to get out of here. I have to leave. Please trust me. I wouldn't ask if I thought you'd get hurt. Thank you so much. I just know you can help me. Please, hurry.
Leaping tiger.
You have returned, Living One. Have you found kindly Yushan? Will the Orphan Master come to bury our bones?
Yes! Find him and kill—
No! You have... I'm afraid that wouldn't help, Living One. It must be kindly Yushan himself who does this. Our deaths are on him.
Yes!
No!
It ain't easy being...
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
Irkana, o Nikasuri Irkwana no Kasa Iriru.
And again you bother me. Is there no end? Did you... So now Minister Sheng must explain the laws of physics and nature to you. I am reduced to the role of simple tutor. But as I need you... The dam is downriver from this put... Now, however, the dam... Yes?
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and... Very well.
Don't bother me. Hey? What do you want? I'm Wei. Some call me Old Wei, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me. Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Why, most of them don't even remember what it was like before the flood. "18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the great dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the great dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed. The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising. The great dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the imperial city. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the great dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave never knowing. A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. They just went off in the night. Soon after, the Great Dam opened on its own. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. And underwater these 18 years. And now they're back. I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten. Oh, we don't know how. We're simple people, and the Great Dam is not a simple thing. They say there is magic involved in its construction. You look like you know how to fight. You look like you can stand up for yourself, so you don't understand. We are villagers. We farm and fish. We live at the mercy of the gods, nature, and the Emperor. If one or all of these masters is kind, it is good. If one or all choose to be cruel, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to get the fish hauled in. The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened. You look like you know how to fight. You look like you can stand up for yourself, so you don't understand. We are villagers. We farm and fish. We live at the mercy of the gods, nature, and the Emperor. If one or all of these masters is kind, it is good. If one or all choose to be cruel, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to get the fish hauled in. Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
Sa Yakowak.
You leave this youngster alone, you cantankerous old goat. He looks like he could put you down without a thought. Might do us all a favor.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Dutong's tea house. Be sure to have...
I see you are still here, Honored One. I am glad to see that... Enjoy your stay and...
The other girls say I charge too much, but I'm worth...
Oya uya no pai. epafawe.
Hello! You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. Perhaps someday I will be Merchant but for now, I am just...
Are you getting slow in your old age?
Who let you back here? It's bad enough I must work with incompetence. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human interaction, I'd have a kiosk in the square. Or maybe a trough.
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just step back. A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on, don't waste your respect on me. I'm no high minister. I just cook. Spirit world. You were talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. Very simple. If you want some deeper discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here and cook for the living. I hear stories just like everyone else, but they are always told by some scared farmer who wouldn't know the wind from a howl. I believe what I see. That's enough. Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people who do not understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are, acquired tastes.
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong, you will smile and nod. Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by. Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
Rue, I know you keep saying you'll close the Great Dam as soon as you get your courage up, but it's been 3 days. Master Dutong isn't as generous as old Mother Quan used to be. You can't stay here anymore.
No, I'm sorry, young one. Let me buy you a drink. 2 bowls of wine and we'll drink a toast to a better time. Just add it to my tab. I'm good for it.
Rue, I don't have time for this. I have other customers to take care of. You have to leave now.
No, I'm really pretty sure I have to drink now. I need to get my courage up so I can go close the dam. Yeah, just another drink or 2. Or 3. Or maybe 4. Oh, more wine?
You will? Thank the Emperor. I've lots of other work to do.
And who are you? More importantly, do you have any wine handy? Or, can you get some? My help? Nobody asked for my help. They don't even trust me enough to ride on my barge. But I'm not some useless old drunk. I'll show 'em. That's why I volunteered to go close the Great Dam. You just need a drink or 2 to get my courage up first. You can't be serious. True, my barge is the only way to get there, but the pirates are dangerous. Believe me, you don't want to go up there. Have some wine instead. Mad is what I am. A real loon. Especially when I've had my fill of wine, like now. Truth is, I'd be happy to take you up to the pirates' camp if I didn't have more pressing business. I promised to close the dam and save the town. Truth is, I wish I'd never told anyone what I was going to do. I was a bit drunk when I said it, but I can't back out now. Everybody thinks I'm just a worthless drunk. But when I close the dam, they'll think I'm a hero. I just need a few drinks to get my courage up before I go. You mean that, don't you? Well, I may have a bit too much fondness for the wine, but I won't turn my back on someone who needs me. Let's do it! To the pirate lair! I'll make my way down to the little dock where I have my barge and get everything ready. Just meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go. Good, good. I got lots to do before we go. Check the barge, check our supplies, sample the wine. You never want to travel with bad wine.
He seems sincere. It might be foolish to place our trust in someone so fond of wine, but I believe he'll be there when we need him.
Remember, meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go.
Those sailors are the worst. They're rude and crude, and they don't keep their hands to themselves.
Captain Ing says we can't come to the tea house.
Wosansiasuno go boko. Wokuketita sumpono, sukokot awokatia, wonofatasea. Niwupa ia kupu sa ia awath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shatia uko. Piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatasea. Ika kahia wo noka kike ia wo shatia oka uki ia ayayuya wai. Woso awi ami tu uksumpuno. Piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatasea. Wasrafno sositu noko ota napia ifa ia ok. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifa wia o ka wiki no. Wo nawa ia sususatia son sifonia sonsi ifo. Wo kupketi?
Can't you just leave an old man in peace? I'm nobody important. Nobody at all. And I have nothing to say to you. Why do you care? That was a long time ago. Long, long ago. All I want is to forget those days. They're gone. Gone forever. I wasn't even there. I was at the market buying food when the flood came. I ran back to the orphanage, but the water was too high. There was nothing I could do. The water kept rising. I had to flee. I came here with other survivors and settled this town. I tried to start a new life, but everywhere I go, I see little faces watching me. The better men might have saved them. Sometimes I wonder if I should have died with them. I've not heard those names in many years. Meow. Meow was the best of my wards. She was like an assistant to me, always caring for the babies, putting everyone to bed. Meow was strong. She did not give up easily. As for Bin, I recognize the name. A quiet boy, I think. I barely remember him, but they're gone now. All of them. No, not the orphanage. The ruins are haunted. The children will be waiting for me. No! You're right. I can carry this burden no longer. I must face the demons of my past and end this one way or another. I will go with you and accept whatever fate awaits me. You live? All this time you were here, and I left you to this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Saying sorry isn't enough. You must pay. Now I get to hurt you. Forever and ever.
No, Meow. Yushan was not brought here so you could make him suffer. He must bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
I am so sorry. It's done. The bones of the children are buried at last. I just wish I could do more.
I feel better now. I feel warm. I haven't felt warm in so long. Thank you.
Thank you, Living One. We can finally rest because of you. We can finally be at peace.
And I must thank you, too. I have lived with this guilt for many years. Now that this is done, maybe I can finally move on with my life because of you.
Goodbye, Living One. Goodbye forever.
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest.
Ac nukwair to ac ithruir nuk a pifu taftuir quair fnurt.
The sergeant knows his place, and he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.
Leaping Tiger.
Water has covered Old Tien's Landing once again, but there is much it will not wash away.
Hey, you're the man the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river, and as soon as the water came back, he left. Thanks so much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
Wakawe ya tanke ya nano wo ye wa sonoak.
Your offer was a corrupt one. We did the right thing by ignoring you.
Ika kahia wo no ka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya yulia wai.
Leaping tiger.
When the dam was closed, people said the town was dying. But not me. I was the only one who said things would get better, and they did. I have no doubt the pirates will be dealt with soon as well. Things always look up eventually. It reminds me of an old saying my father, the storms of misfortune always pass. Enjoy your stay in wonderful Tien's Landing.
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem. Not at all. I may even mention you in my report. Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say. The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running them, knows that would draw too much attention. Yes, I believe that was his name. Gao. An unsavory character by all accounts. There are even rumors he is connected to that infamous crime syndicate known as the Guild. The pirates have been operating in this area for many years, or so I was told. However, things became much more serious when Gao took over. The pirates started using flyers and gathering slaves at an enormous rate. I imagine things are very unpleasant over at their camp. Not that I'm willing to go take a look. Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Koni onuyu, koki tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusi taikunpa ibnano pir ni wonun. Onuyu wirapir, sakwanu yawunir.
You could need.
Ignore the spots. Everything I am, I owe to the Emperor.
Hello there, stranger. The last time I was talking to the town's illustrious leader, he mentioned a young hero who had closed the dam on behalf of the mighty Minister Sheng. Good work. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here. You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right? I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested. I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tian's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus Assassins will. Sun Li warned me that others might come, but all is not lost. The Lotus Assassins have a piece of the amulet, but so do you. Victory is far from decided. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over. Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. I have served Sun Li for many years, but there comes a time when all service must end. My final task was to direct you to the ruins. Now, I am no longer bound. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
Are we certain there is no room for us to stay in Tian's Landing? Do we really need to camp outside?
The ground is soft enough for a warrior. Walls just get in the way when the fighting starts. Besides, I've yet to find a bed that fits me.
Not everyone has a hide as thick as yours. I know. I don't want to impose on anyone.
Haha, if you change your mind, let me know. Few people can impose on people as well as I can.
Prosperous tidings. What can humble Ho do to assist you today? It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as my darling wife likes to say, when things are tough, quit your whining and get to work. I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories, please let me know. As you wish. I will be here waiting impatiently if you require anything.
What? What do you want? Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood. I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days. Meh.
The dam's closed, but that just might make it easier for the pirates to do their raids.
It's good to see you again. Is there anything I can do for you? Have a look and...
Quanaki Fero?
Usa irsa wia pihira ninu siso irtiuth.
Wa ion woo wir fana ir nata wowo nana fano fan. Nara ir uk napir sonkut, usat tir tatasiir uyu.
Ni siso ir akuwu kusuwir wawuso irtan.
Wowowir tayu wowir. Utarawi ir, kupkitir sanir naur kurk, wupan.
Usair sawi apihir ninu siso irtiuth.
Hello, hello! Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any man ever so eternally busy as Minister Sheng? Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved. I suppose in theory you could... I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yeah. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running them, knows that would draw too much attention. Yes, I believe that was his name. Gao. An unsavory character by all accounts. There are even rumors he is connected to that infamous crime syndicate known as the Guild. The pirates have been operating in this area for many years, or so I was told. However, things became much more serious when Gao took over. The pirates started using flyers and gathering slaves at an enormous rate. I imagine things are very unpleasant over at their camp. Not that I'm willing to go take a look. But the only approach is by river, and no sane bargeman would be willing to risk such a journey. Sane people don't go looking for the pirates. They avoid them. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is... Very well, run.
Your move, old goat.
Ghosts bring...
You? Again? I have no time for those who do not understand strength. Return when your actions tell me that you follow the way of the closed fist, and perhaps I will consider you. You? I have no time for those who do not understand strength. Return when your actions tell me that you follow the way of the closed fist, and perhaps I will consider you.
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now, what do you need of me? Nothing to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus Assassins. It was nothing. Some vagrant waif I passed off after making sure its belly was full. A far less surprising turn than what Wei said about your Master Li. I know Hui to be a truthful and honorable person, much more so than I consider myself to be. I do not question her belief, but belief alone is not enough. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. It means the Emperor lied about Li's death, and he may have assaulted the heavens. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable. Perhaps, but that too implies a weakness that the Emperor cannot have. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. I cannot condone it, but I have agreed to help, and I will. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you. You will need more than my help. Just try not to endanger your companions. They are not to blame for what your destiny mandates. Now, is there anything else? I am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. In many cases, it is actually true. You likely have similar feelings. When trained to be as vicious as the assassins, or when you are the protege of a famous master, you tend to attract unwelcome interest. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known. Your best may not be enough. That is why it is so often used as comfort after failure. You tried your best, but death consumed the nation anyway. Sorry. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends. Goodbye, then.